Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanics Speed Builds with the Discord. This is where I take your suggestions while I'm recording to build quick, interesting, and fun things and see how I interpret your ideas and what happens. Usually this is where we come up with some of the most ridiculous things that we see on the channel. So if this is something that you are not aware of yet and want to see more of and want to participate in, make sure you join the Discord down below, and that way you might have a chance of getting your idea featured in Speed Builds. So let's hop over to the Discord and see what kind of ideas we're going to be building today. Okay, here we go. For the first suggestion that I'm going to do here is by Noterkill, a car that can drive upside down and correctly. Honestly, it seems a little bit like a contradiction here, because driving upside down is not correct, but doing it correctly, I don't really understand what that means, which is why this is going to make it interesting. I'm going to interpret this in whatever way that I see fit, and we're going to build a car that can drive upside down correctly. Okay, so first things first, we're going to have to build a car. All right, so here's our derpy little starter car. Totally works. Looks stupid, but that's because this is speed builds and we don't spend a lot of time on the builds, and that's what makes it fun. Okay, so now we have to make this thing drive upside down correctly. Okay, so I think I've hooked it up so that this thing can actually drive upside down with turning. So we have to flip this thing upside down. So let's see if we could do this. This actually might be the hard part. Okay, come on, just flip over. Just flip all the way. No, not on your side. We need to do the upside down thing, please. Okay. Just please do the upside down thing. There we go. All right, so now we just get in and we should be able to go forward. Okay, my controls are reversed. All right, so we go forward. We can go, there we go. Look at the, oh, maybe I should go a little bit slower. Let's turn down the engine speed a little bit for more controllability. It's not going to be the fastest upside down car, but it is going to be an upside down car. I should have built it upside down. Oh, that was perfect. Okay, ready? Here we go. And go. Oh, wrong controls. Those are my regular controls. Now for my upside down controls, go. It's so slow. But you know what? I think this is the only speed that it might be stable enough. Maybe one higher. Let's try one higher. We could do this. All right, here we go. All right, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. We're relatively stable. Yeah, we got left and right turning. We got faux sideways. Okay, back upside down. Yeah, we got backwards. We got forwards. We can turn to the right, and we can turn to the left. So I would say that this is a correctly driving upside down car. And if we wanted to, we could even control our normal driving as well, which is terrible. The wheels don't even turn right at all. I didn't notice that at first. That's terrible. Why does that happen? Oh, because of the engines I put in. Oh, okay. That's actually because of the engines. All right, I didn't think it was happening at first, but yep. So this is our upside down car. You know what? We have to paint it to make it look better. So I decided to kind of paint it like a taxi because it's amusing to me to think about a taxi driving upside down and what the passengers how they would react to that. And I didn't even paint it right. But you know what? This is the quick builds. I'm going to say this is a mission success. We have a car that can drive upside down correctly, and it can drive correctly. So let's get on to the next build. Well, Exotics here asks for a car that can drive without wheels. So I would say that is driving incorrectly. You know what? Let's just modify this car that we built, and I'm going to show you how to make something drive without wheels. It's really not that hard. So the first thing you're going to have to do is take off all your wheels, right? All right, so there you go. No wheels on this thing whatsoever. Now, the next thing that you're going to have to do is get some thrusters. Now, you might be thinking that 2 thrusters is probably enough, but it's not. Since you don't need your engines anymore, since your wheels are gone, you can go ahead and delete those, and then you can just go ahead and add some more thrusters. You know, then what you're going to want to do is delete your other engines, and then just carve a little bit more space. You don't need these buttons anymore, or your wheel things at all, because yeah, you don't have wheels. And then you could just add some more thrusters. And make sure that all your thrusters are on max power, because if you're not going max power, you're just not living. Then you just hook all your thrusters up to your seat. And if you've done everything right, it shouldn't matter whether or not you have wheels. You should have a car that actually drives without wheels. All right, and here you go. Oh boy, there's a tree right right into the tree. Just all this open space on either side of the tree, and we just go right into the tree. All right, let's try this again. We're gonna go right into that other tree, aren't we? We're gonna go right into this other tree, aren't we? Don't do it. Don't. All right. And there you have a car that drives without thrusters. And look at that. Now it's actually avoiding the bushes and the... Look. And this car drives sideways. No, the other car drove upside down. And this car drives upside down. This car drives without wheels, normally, on its side, and upside down. Like, you can't really ask for much more than that. I mean, you might be able to ask for turning and basic safety functionality, but other than that, what more are you really gonna need? I mean, look at this. It's just, nothing can stop it other than a tree and a bush and sometimes just a random part of the flat ground that isn't even sticking up. Look, this car even drives in the air. Like, you don't need to... It's a good car. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Okay, on to the next suggestion. All right, here we go. James TDG asks for a jumping stabilizer mug. I don't know why I've never thought of this before. This actually sounds hilarious. Because we all know the signature ScrapMan stabilizer mug. And if you don't, you're not paying attention. So let's make one that actually doesn't go along with a car, but is self-sufficient and jumps around. Okay, now I'm not entirely sure the best way to go about this, but I know that I'm probably gonna need pistons. Okay, so I think I've made my base. We're just gonna paint it really quick to make it look nice. And basically what this thing does is it jumps. Okay, well, it's not supposed to immediately go upside down like that. It was working before. Okay, and here we have the base of the jumping stabilizer mug. So all we have to do is put the stabilizer mug on top of this thing, and everyone knows what you need for a stabilizer mug. You need a suspension piece, and you need your ScrapMan mug. And in case you didn't know, if you want your own ScrapMan mug, you can actually get one from the merch link down in the description, but stabilizer is not included. All right, so now we should have a jumping stabilizer mug. Let's see how this thing works. Fantastic. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I just wish everything could work this great all the time. Thanks. All right, let's see if this works any better now. It doesn't behave the way I thought it would. Like with the way the suspension is working. It's almost like the suspension expands at the same time as the piston, rather than it kind of like responding to the piston as suspension should. You know what? Let's try it with the bigger suspension and see if we notice any difference. All right, let's see if this is any different. Interesting. It doesn't actually expand all the way. Even though it's on like 1 strength, if I go on 2 strength, it doesn't contract at all. So, huh. Well, there it goes. There's the stabilization effect. So, the unspillable coffee mug. Why do you guys make me do these things? All right, on to the next suggestion. Ooh, Nathan asked for an interesting one here that actually sounds really unique. A skipping rope that you jump over. So, I don't know what the difference is between a skipping rope and a jumping rope, but I'm just gonna go with jump rope. I've never seen a jump rope type thing in scrap mechanics, so let's build jump rope. So the way I'm thinking about this is I am just going to build a rope, like using bearings so that it can fold and bend in all different directions. Hopefully it's not going to get too laggy, but what we're going to do is we're going to use the longer pipe pieces. So like this one instead of the small ones. And we're hopefully going to be able to make a rope long enough to then attach it to bearings on an electric engine that swing around, and then we can play jump rope. Okay, so I don't know if this is long enough, but here's a rope that should pretty much bend and sway in all directions. I mean, that looks ropey enough to me. So now we need to make a mechanism that can swing this rope around. Okay, so now here's the issue that I'm seeing is we need to be able to create slack in the rope, because if I weld this end of the rope over here and then the other end of the rope over somewhere else, that's going to keep it at its full tension. So we need to be able to reduce that tension, and I think I know how to do it. All right, I think our jump rope is ready to go, and pretty much we can fine tune where it's gonna hit the ground. If we press this, you can see it adds a lot more slack to it, and that's way too much slack. So let's lower the slack a little bit. A little bit more. I think that's looking good. And now with this engine here, we should just be able to put it up, and this should give us jump rope. Oh, those are going in opposite directions. That is not how jump rope works. Okay, look at that. All right, that's way too fast. That is way too slow. Come on. Is that good? Oh, look at oh, that's looking good. Maybe actually a little bit less slack. You know what I'm just realizing is this should probably be welded to the ground. And I'm just realizing that that is a lot easier said than done because these two things are not really attached to each other. Okay, so I had to attach these things together in order to keep this thing stable. So now we can actually, we're gonna need a little bit more. Wait, why didn't that work? Why is this not? It's welded to the ground, right? Okay. Do I have to do this? Ah, there we go. All right, so now we need this to go just a little bit more since we're higher above the ground, which is perfectly fine. Okay, this isn't working. All right, game's glitching a little bit right now. All right, that's looking okay. All right, let's see how this works now. We're gonna hopefully have a jump roping jump rope. Come on, get in the groove. There you go. Oh, look at that, it's perfect. Okay, now it's not perfect. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't stay at its maximum tension. Oh wait, now it is, kind of. Okay. I think, oh, nope, it did that again. All right, maybe one more higher. There's really no happy medium here, is there? Okay, this is what we're gonna have to deal with. Let's try. Are you ready? We're gonna play jump rope. Oh, this is actually really cool. All right, here we go. There we go. We gotta jump in at the right time. You know what? We're gonna have to do third person on this. All right, and go. Oh, we're doing it. We're playing jump rope. This is actually a perfect speed now that I'm looking at it. This is great. We actually have jump rope. What happens if you don't? Oh, okay. Well, whoa. That was cool. I did not expect that to happen. And look, can we make our stabilizer mug play jump rope? We just gotta find the right speed to this thing. All right, I don't think this thing's gonna be able to jump fast enough, but we have to try at least. Okay, all right, ready? Oh, that was wrong. Oh, this is something, we've done something terribly wrong. Oh no. That is not how that's supposed to work at all. I'm sorry. Sorry, stabilizer bug. I just realized it's kind of not easy to put this thing in there. And now those things are offset from each other. That is not how jump rope is supposed to look. All right, here. We just got to stop this for a little bit. And then... there we go. Kinda. All right, well, this is all about timing here. Let's see what we can do. Huh? Yeah, this isn't gonna work. And you know what? Let's put up the speed. See if we can do one higher for ourselves. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, here we go. That's actually kind of challenging. I can't jump fast enough. I just can't do it. You can't jump fast enough for that one. All right. Well, that was actually a really fun experiment. That is like probably one of the more unique ideas that we've done on speed builds in a while. So I'm definitely going to save this for future reference. All right, and the jump rope was just such an amazing thing that I'm going to have to end the episode here because I don't think we're going to top that with any more suggestions. So let me know what your favorite one of these builds was. And leave a like for that build. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future episodes like these. And join the Discord if you want to be part of future speed build challenges. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.